Welcome to a new episode of the Michigan Wolverines Dynasty. Today, the Michigan Wolverines come into this game number 3 in the nation, only behind the defending national champions in Georgia and a Pittsburgh team that, for some reason, I don't believe should be in the top 3. At least be in second, I think. Although they beat Wisconsin and USC. Okay, maybe they do deserve that number 2 ranking, although USC right now is looking like a bad football team. They do have to play number 4 Cal at home in a few weeks. In 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, actually. They beat Syracuse last week. For Michigan, here's a look at our scores for the first 4 games. So here we go. Time to play some football. See ya in the big house today when we play the Oregon Ducks. Thank you for watching today's episode. I'll see you and talk to you at halftime.
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
After the missed connection, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react? I think and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but
the expressway is wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3 and out's not what they had in mind. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Oregon's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Trying play action. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those unions. This team is a buttoned-up group. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, in the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Figueroa. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly deep downfield.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island.
They fake it, looking for a man. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Stewart. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and...
At the end of the first half, Oregon leads 7-3, thanks to a blindless mistake by Kevin Gallipo. 7 of 15, 98 yards, and the 1 interception that was returned for a touchdown. Franco 12 of 66, but our only points of the day came from Jamie Savage's 45-yard field goal And we are down 7-3, and we need our defense to step up yet again. They did at the end of the first half. Can they do it again? Time to find out. Second half comes your way right now.
Basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Split backs here. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man in the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Reaches into the bag and moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They're testing the right side here. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a crease, it's Marshall. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Pressure coming. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the back. He makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1st down to start the drive after the bridge. Running back searching for a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to them on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. A new set of downs after the completion. Quick strike complete. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Dude, let's go. I mean, this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, to go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. Pulls and fires complete.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Coming after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Pocket starts to... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's got it, and they convert. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play?
And he will be sacked. And here in the 4th quarter, they were trying to tie it, and they cannot. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they have 1 timeout left, but you got to go onside kick here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8.
Oregon upsets the Wolverines in the big house.
Not exactly a ton of points in this one.
Oregon wins by 2, 14-12.
And that's a bad feeling when
At
you're
least we
the
didn't go
offense,
touchdown
because
one.
you see your defense time
Stats
and
for you in
time
this one.
again getting stops, giving you the football back, and giving you an
Filippo
opportunity.
15-30,
The offense,
203, a
they just
touchdown
couldn't
and a
pull
pick.
their own weight.
I hear you.
Pick
It's a bad
was the
feeling for
difference
offense,
today.
but it really sucks for us
Bronco,
as defense, 'cause we gotta
15 for
keep going back on the
134.
field time and time again.
Receiving,
No
Marion
offense.
4 for
A lot of
80 and a
times the
touchdown.
frustration will lead on the
Long of
sidelines.
42.
We're getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.
That's it.
And this has been
11 to
another
15,
presentation
131 and a
of
touchdown.
EA Sports College
Their only
Football.
other score came on the pick 6. But Oregon and Michigan go toe-to-toe once again. This one goes to Oregon 14-12. So the Wolverines lose for the first time since the national championship game. And it was beautiful upset. Good job by Oregon. I give them props. They forced Filippo into a mistake early. And that's all they wrote. We fall to 10th in the rankings. And Georgia and Pittsburgh are both 5-0 and stay at 1-2. So, that will do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you did enjoy, and please like, comment, and subscribe.